My name is Douglas McArthur III, and the project that I chose from KickStarter, the crowdfunding website, was the Skierbo's open source laser tag system. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about is how much they're asking for. They have that specific project. They have different levels of funding they want to reach. Their very first level of funding, they said, is $5,000, but the ultimate goal is to accumulate $500,000. And they said with 5,000 they can get it started by making the pieces for it and all that. But with $500,000, then they'll be able to do everything that they want, and that includes creating apps, connecting it to Bluetooth and stuff like that. So that's the maximum amount of money that they're aiming for. I think Skiermo's open source laser tag will impact the entire gaming industry, because right now the video game industry is trying to find a way to make kids more active using video games. And open source laser tag just takes that to a whole new level. It actually encourages you to turn whatever environment you're currently in into a video game level, or like a match. So I think that will increase the natural competitiveness of kids, and it'll also help kids become more active. I think the specific group that open source laser tag is marketed to is probably kids and young adults, because those are usually like the most active groups of people. So if I had to choose a specific age range that the company is like looking towards, it would probably be ages 13 through 26, because those are the people you imagine are the most active and really like video games. Even though even though open source laser tag sounds kind of silly and it doesn't feel like it'll have a major world impact, I think that um, it'll have more of a national impact, and I think it could possibly change America, because now that there's a fun way for kids to stay active while playing video games, I think that could do America some real good, because it'll encourage kids to get active, and then that will hopefully, in fact, cause drastic decreases in obesity in the nation, and that would be very good and beneficial to everyone. So I think that would be a very good national effect, but I honestly don't really see it having a global effect, but I think it could really help the nation of America itself. The only danger with open source laser tag is that the guns look like real guns, so there's a chance that someone might mistake someone's using a real gun. That's probably the only danger that the project has. Overall, it's a pretty good project. To persuade someone into investing in the company, I would say that I would personally invest into the company. I would personally invest in the company, and I would want someone else to invest in it too, because it seems like a very well thought out idea. The group that made it is a group of college students who go by there's three of them. Their names are Richard, Allen, and Abraham. And I think it'd be good to invest in it, because it's always good when you have the youth doing something that's positive. So whenever you find a group of young adults or young kids who are trying to make some beneficial business, I think it's always nice to invest in them, just because that's just a positive thing. So that's one reason to invest in them. They've had it really planned out. They've gone through several models, and So I think that also shows that they're determined about this and they really plan on making it a long-term thing, because they've had models that they've improved now, and they've also have ideas to make it to connect it with like huge businesses and huge technology companies like Bluetooth, and I think that was a really positive thing. So I think that's a very great reason to invest in the company. If I had to say what personally draws me to the company is just it's just the first thing I said. Just seeing that they're young kids who are trying to do something so new and so innovative, that draws me, because their ambition just makes me want to be a part of that experience. So that draws me in to help fund their journey into getting that done, getting that specific project finished. So I think that's the most important thing that draws me. But yeah, I guess honestly it's not even really a company. It's just a group of intelligent students who decided that they want to do something innovative. They want to do something new, and they wanted to innovate something, and I thought that's really good. So that's the biggest thing that draws me in, and I would hope that would draw anyone else in who wants to invest in that project. This is Douglas Taylor, and I'm out.
In July 2012, we had the idea for this Scrumos project, and we started developing it kind of off and on for a few months, and then in the last, I would say, 5 or 6 months, we started to realize that this actually needs to exist and work on it like a serious project.